So my favorite quote is the Lord is my shepherd. So we are here on side two of my strategy. So if you want to reach out to me, I will drop in my Telegram direct contact. The link, click on the message me directly. So that is it. That is it. That is it. That is commit this class into the Lord sense. If I was sent today, there's a come and let the wisdom abide and do by necessity. It's very good fundamental to technical and to discipline about trade in this name. Okay. So we dive in. So this is type 2 of my trading. So slide down to this part where I will draw how type 2 is. No formal, let me do a recap of type 1. Type 1 is like a swing leg. Like a swing leg, we trade something like this. It does look like this. Does look like something like this. Can happen like this. So if you use that leg as liquidity, so before coming to click here and your exit to be at the high over there. High over there. That was what we talked about in the type 1. So if you want to understand more about swing trading, you can go to type 2. So type 2, go to type 10, type 1 to learn more about that. But for this video, we are going to be talking about trading inside this leg, trading the 4 hour inside, because the market cannot just move straight to the must do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this. So this is type 2. Type 2 is trading the internal structure of the 4 hour. So I will explain that more. So as I was saying that we are showing the internal structure of the swing move. So what I thought in the first part was the swing structure, but now we'll be showing the internal structure of this way, of this way. So that is it. So that is it. So in this model, after every break of structure to the upside, we look for entries inside this PY. When it comes down, they look for entry inside this PY. So we use the 4 hour to get direction and possible PY. So we'll go down to the 15 minutes, in the 15 minutes, because I know most of you that will explain this video know what the type one, so we'll explain it. We use two time frame. So this whole thing here, is the 4 hour move, the 4 hour structure. So in the 15 minutes time frame, we have what we call liquidation candle. When a candle enter into a demand zone, then what it will reject is certain, yes, it must fit the liquidity, reject, and the next candle that goes above that liquidation candle, then use the liquidation candle as your what, as your entry. Yes, as your entry. So let me draw that with a candle now to explain what I'm talking about. So this, so that one. So maybe this, so this is the PY we are working with. So this is the PY, this is the forward PY. There's a 4 hour POI. So this candle dips inside it. There's a 15-minute time frame. It dips into it like this. Then a wick appear. A wick candle appear like that. So wick candle. So the next candle coming up can just go up like this and engulf it. So we write this liquidation candle as our entry. This liquidation candle as our entry to the upside. So it's just like double confirmation. You have to see a liquidation candle engulf. So that liquidation candle can sometimes be swept by this second one like this. And sweep it like that. And sweep it like that. Then you can either use this guy as your entry or use this guy as your entry. When the next candle goes above it like this, then there will be your entry to the upside. Your entry will be below this last candle that appeared inside the 4 hour structure. So that is it. So let's dive into the chart. Let's dive into the chart. So we'll start by marking out the structure. So this is the high, this is the high, so this is the low. So this is where the shift happened over here for our shift. So what I'm using to explain this particular video is this move here, this internal structure move, the 4 hour internal structure move I'm using to explain this video. So let's see where it is rejected for this place. So this is swing leg. So for switch traders, we know between the internal structure, they'll just say that buy order, or just say that buy order when it triggered from a block here, and it triggered from a block here, and it triggered from a block over there. So just say that sell to down to this place. No need to be looking for why it's buying, why it's rejecting, why it's moving up and down. You just say there two and just leave it till you reach there. But that swing trade is will take time. Imagine you holding trade for months, for over more than 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. So I don't vibe with that, but I can teach it for those that love it, those that people that are working class people. For me, I already do type 2 and type 3. So I will play the type 3 in the next class. That's where the market board from. Then the first change was here. So the first shift was here. That was the first shift. That was the first shift. So let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. I'm using 30 minutes time frame because I can't use 15 minutes because of the gap. Like it's too wide for me to use 15. That the candles are too much. So I'll use 30 minutes. You can use 30 minutes or 15 minutes for your liquidation candle. But me, I mostly use 15 minutes time because what I'll be trading is the current price movement. If you want use 15 minutes to go backwards more than 5,000 candles because I've not subscribed by Telegram. So for those that want to reach out to me, you can subscribe my during this video. For those that want to reach out to me, I will posting my Telegram link on my on this description below. So you can see what happened here. You can see what happened. You can see this candle that dipped into the 4 hours pool. This 30-minute candle that dipped to the 4-hour pool. What did it do? It swept here, swept that candle, it liquidated that candle and rejected back into the zone, and the next two candles engulfed it. And see, very nice setup. We have what we had what we had what we had sweep, reject, rejection, and closing with a body. Then the next candle or any other candle from the right hand side, the right hand side and side. So that is it. And see there over there. Let me explain it again. The candle moved side, rejected, swept, then came up to another candle. This candle closed the body. So this candle came to trigger it for that this full liquidation candle is our entry. That full liquidation candle is our entry. The full liquidation candle is our entry. Is our entry. That full liquidation candle is our entry. So that's what we do. So we mark it, we sweep, where they close with the body. So where will our SL validation point be? Our validation point is above, for a sale is above the candle deep into the POI, into the 4-hour order block. So we are when we are selling, we put our entry point at the closure of the liquidation candle. So either buy or sell at the closure, and our liquidation candle as the last point of the candle before the candle rejected. Yes, either buy or sell above or below. For this, if you sell above, that is, then we go down to that our 4-hour line that we draw out here. So we this, this, that is there. So that is one, that is one, that is one. So so let's mark out the next break of structure and go and look for the entry. So over here, came to the last block over here, swept some liquidity, swept some liquidity, swept some liquidity, swept this guy. So this is a very valid one. So let's go over to this. So this is 15 minutes time frame. Let's zoom in. So you can see in the 15 minutes time frame, there was a sweep here that happened there. So over here, this way it tapped into the 4-hour demand zone. So let's go and look for our liquidation candle over there. Our liquidation candle. So that is the liquidation candle over there. You can see the candle that depth deep inside the POI. As a validation point. This is the closure of the candle. So we are going to use the full candle If you are using 60 minutes time frame, you won't get your entry before now. But since I cannot use 60 minutes to explain, we just use the 30 minutes. You can go and study more and understand it yourself. I will get more ideas from it more than me. That's one thing about trading. You don't stick to what you are being taught. You learn from what you are being taught and amplify it and implement it into yours. So that is a very good one. That's a 4 hour liquidate. That's a 4 hour move. Very sharp. That's a 4 hour. Yes, you are taking $1,000. That's a $4,000. That's a good amount of money. If you're using $100, that's $400. If you're using $10, that's $40. If you're using $5, that's $20. Thank you. That's a very massive figure. So let's go back to the 4 hours. So we have a minor internal break here that is very fast and interesting. So there was a sweep here, sweep this and triggered from an FVG. FVG is fair value gap and it's a gap between candles. So that's an FVG. So go down to the 30 minute time frame and so you can see even down to the 30 minutes candle there are other liquidities swept. Other liquidity swept, a lot of liquidity swept, and tend to trigger an hidden block in the 30 minutes. So there's one other thing here, I forgot to explain it. Inside that demand zone, it will trigger, you will see it trigger another POI inside, like inside this place now. It will trigger, I'll use 15 minutes to explain it here. It will trigger another entry model, another 30 minutes, 30 minutes POI, like this guy now. There's an ED block here. If you go down to the 5 minute pattern, there's an entry there. So it will give you more confirmation that okay, it will give you more confirmation that that guy will give you more confirmation. Okay, that okay. There's a valid POI there. So I see when this guy came back to that place, when he rejected, the market came back to seek it for dumping. So you can see it over there. So you can see one sweep here, and another sweep there. So you can see the liquidator candle as an indecision candle. So you mark it like this. You can see the entry was very sharp. You are not there, you missed it already. So by this one, you have to be very patient on this kind of sector because you reach SE, you reach SS. Because you be thinking that, oh yeah, so no, bring euro counter. But you have to observe if that triggered is valid POI inside because it makes you avoid losses. If it has triggered a valid POI inside the 30 minutes time frame, so I can enter. You can see this one very fast. This one very sharp, very fast. So let's go back to the 4 hour and mark out something. So the next break or structure, this guy over here. Although there's another small move here. Oh yes, it's just to understand trading, sha. So there's something here. They didn't break it, just going to split it. But you can see it entirely because our target is always the swing lows, the internal swing low, internal swing low. You can see it. So there's triggers from an hidden block. Hidden block is just like a block that is hiding in the higher time frame but is visible in the lower time frame. That what you are seeing say in the lower time frame a massive POI, a massive POI. So let's go down to the 30 minutes. So you can see it in the 30 minutes time frame that hidden block in the 4 hours is a POI inside the 30 minutes. I told you guys, trading is just understanding. So let's mark it now. So I had a network failure, so that's why it disappeared. So this is the POI in the lower time frame. So that's the POI in the 4 hour time frame. So we are going to do it like this. Consider the liquidation candle is very the liquidation candle is very big. The liquidation candle is very big. Liquidation candle is very big. And liquidation candle was not even broken with a body so far. So you can look inside and see where you see a sweep, where you see a sweep of a candle inside this inside this liquidation zone of the 30 minutes of the 30 minutes place. So that is another approach to use. In case you think the liquidation candle is too big, then you can see one here. You can see one here over here. That one is a sweep and break. That one is I like seeing that one very well. When the previous candle is being swept and rejected. So I love seeing that one very well. It gives me more. Like if I see that one inside the 4 hours zone, I have to take it. Yes, I will take it very well. I'll put my even though it didn't later go where I know I took it. So what you do now, you put your SL below the close of it, then your SL above the major liquidation candle. You know, can put it above the one that showed up inside your so yeah, the good trade 1 to 3 ROI, so sharp trade 1 to 3 ROI. So that is it, 1 to 3 ROI. So let me walk to the next step. So the next break of such already marked is just now this week. So let's see where the market is going to buy from. Market swept all these our former entries as our former entries use them as liquidity. Use them as liquidity. Use everywhere as liquidity. So imagine you are just opening trade, you don't have where you are existing in trade, so you be used as liquidity. So that's in there. Swept this place and use this point here to that point as do okay, okay. So let's go down to the 15 minutes. As you can see in the 15 minutes time frame, I think the 15 minutes time frame and the 30 minutes time frame, it taps a significant POI at the left side, so possibility is already getting long. So that is the shape, this is the entry, this is the validation point. So target the it. So that is it, that is it, that is it, that is it. That is it for that explanation. So this is the last example for today. So this is POI, POI, as a Q4. So let's go down to we are just targeting the last points of the swing structure. Consider me from the very shape. Targeting the last point of the swing structure. So let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. So this is it, and you can see more likely person this first one because first of all, unless it didn't get unless you didn't get a significant POI inside. So there's no we are inside a significant POI already. So it gave us a shape liquidation candle and a weakness, so you can see let's back to part is like a validation point. So after then, so it came back, swept that place and give us another liquidation candle. So for me, I see I have two shorts in the market. Our first try my first short. If I miss, try the second one. If I miss that second one, done for that D. So after the first one gave us an XL, so the next one gave us a very sharp movement, like yeah, very sharp movement. Yeah, so that our last example for today, we went down to this and see. So you can see this is the last example for today. You can see the movement. We also did the swing move from that up point. From that up point, how many sets up? One. The first one was 6 arrow. Second one was 4 arrow. This one 16. This one 7. This one 3. And one 12. A lot of cards. So one thing to know about trading, let me talk small of psychology. So in trading, it's it's not a certain thing. So you say, okay, I believe I put my whole truth. You only need to have faith in your model that you have created or you have learned in order to execute it anytime save it, no matter what happens, either AFL or equity. All you have to do is execute. The only thing you are doing is really just to execute. You leave the rest for the market to play out. The market is never wrong. The, your bias is always wrong as wrong. The market shows you who you really are. You are the type of person that needs to be waiting on something. You have to have patience. You have issues with trading. You have to learn. So I'll do more psychology talk later. So this video is already long, so I'll just say it for now. So do it to reach out to me on Telegram. If you watch this video to the end, I'm doing an MVP, very important people. That's very important people to me. And drop your comment, ask questions, or you message me directly on my Telegram page. Thank you guys. With me so well today. I'm here to educate everyone, and pour out all my knowledge that I've learned in the trading, in this trading for some years now. So for 2 years now, 2 years plus now. So it's a journey. It's a journey. Thank you guys. See you in Model 2, the best of all. Thank you.